Ontario's Superior Court has ruled that 4 long-term care homes must do more to protect its staff. The ruling comes as a result of an injunction filed by the union representing Ontario nurses. Named in the injunction are Eatonville Care Centre, Anson Place Care Centre, Hawthorne Place Care Centre, and Henley Place. The Ontario Nurses Association says administration at these 4 homes were not taking the proper steps to keep staff safe, saying they were breaching directives laid out by the province's Chief Medical Officer of Health. The union says they have filed multiple grievances and even lodged a complaint with the Ministry of Labour. But with the resolution a slow process, filing an injunction was the last resort.
What other avenue could we take? We have to do something. This is an emergency.
It's quite rare. It's an extraordinary remedy. Courts are generally quite reluctant to do this, and they'll only do so if there is a serious issue to be tried in the underlying litigation, and if there is a risk of irreparable harm to the parties if the court doesn't step in.
The injunction was granted on Thursday, less than a week after it had been filed. It requires, among other things, that nurses be allowed to determine what personal protective equipment they should use and that the PPE be available to them when needed. It also requires the homes to cohort, or to separate infected patients and staff from those who aren't, something McKenna says was not being done.
That's like infection control 101.
The COVID-19 outbreaks at long-term care homes across Ontario has been devastating. The deaths at these homes accounting for more than half of the total COVID deaths in the province so far. In these 4 facilities combined, more than 100 residents and at least 7 nurses have contracted the virus. At least 54 residents have died. Those numbers continue to climb.
We had to do everything we could to protect the workers, and we knew when we protected the nurses and the workers that we protect the residents. I mean, the 2 of them are lockstep. It's together.
In his ruling, Justice Morgan stated in part to suggest that their quest for the masks, protective gear, and cohorting that they view as crucial to the lives and health of themselves and their patients represents a narrow private interest seems to sorely miss the mark. The owners of the home say they are, quote, comfortable with the ruling. In a statement, the COO of Primacare Living, which runs Henley House, says it will comply with the order, but added that at no time before or during this outbreak have our staff been without access to the appropriate personal protective equipment, including N95 masks. Responsive Management, which runs the other 3 homes, has also pledged to comply. The order will remain in place until both parties are able to litigate the grievances in front of a labor arbitrator. That will likely not happen for another few weeks at least. For City News, I'm Natividad.